Hey friends, it's Leah, and we are in Rochester, Indiana at Sand Burr Gun Ranch. I am at a level 1 handgun course. This is something a little different for my channel, and so I'm going to be taking you through what it's like to be a beginner, to be a novice in the gun world, and go in to take up shooting. So you're going to see everything that happens in this course from the very beginning, from learning how to shoot, learning how to carry, learning how to draw. We're going to do concealed carry. And so I'm about to find out what it's like to be formally trained to shoot. I have shot guns before, I'm familiar with them, but I've never had a formal class, and I've always wanted to do some sort of formal training. As far as YouTube goes and as far as media goes, there's not a lot of information out there for a new user or a novice user into getting into the firearm industry, or even just familiarizing yourself with guns or anything like that. So I want to share with you what it's like. I will be a new user or a novice shooter, and so I want to take you on my journey.
My name is Frank Sharp. I'm the owner of Fortress Defense. I've never been a police officer. I've never been in the military. What you'll probably find, though, and my friend Solo here, who's a police officer on Bradley, Illinois department, will tell you is that doesn't mean anything. Most of the training in the police departments and military as far as handguns go is rudimentary at best. So most of the advancement of our art happens in the private sector. I've been doing this now for 15 years. I'm a member of International Association of Law Enforcement Firearms Instructors, ILFE, NRA certified instructor, police trainer, all that sort of stuff. I got paper all over my walls. Shouldn't mean a thing to you. My guarantee is this: at the end of tomorrow, if you haven't learned anything, I'll write you a check. You get your money back. What are the 4 demographic groups that are usually chosen for victimization? Children, women, handicapped, elderly. Perceived to be. Do they have to be? No. Are they necessarily? No. There is a perception of difference between seeing someone in a wheelchair and myself walking down the street. Criminals aren't interested in a fight. Generally, they're not good fighters, and they want nothing to do with fighting. If they wanted to fight, they would show up here tomorrow afternoon at 5:05 when we're all done and warmed up, walk up with white gloves and challenge us to a duel. And they don't. Criminals don't show up here on Sunday evenings. It's because they're chickens. Even these active murderers that we see going to schools and churches and things, and the Pulse nightclub, who are they preying on? People who can't fight back. They go into gun-free zones. They go into places where there's kids, where there's elderly, where there's people who aren't paying attention. They don't necessarily go to places where people can actually fight back. And even at Fort Hood, you might say, hey, there were soldiers there. Were any of those soldiers armed? No. Are our military personnel allowed to carry guns? No. Our military is deathly afraid of guns. They figure the less often anybody touches a gun, the less accidents we will have, which means I get promoted sooner. That's how the mindset is, and it's the same in the police departments. The question is asked to me often, when may I shoot someone? When can I use lethal force? You may use lethal force when there is an immediate and otherwise unavoidable threat of grave bodily injury or death to the innocent. We'll put it this way, the law in all 50 states, in one form or another, it is written that if I attack Kim with my bare hands and she fears for her life, she can actually shoot me. If Kim attacks me with her bare hands, I'm going to have a hard time explaining to a jury why I shot her. Now, that's male-female. What else could be a disparity of force?
Size and weight.
Size and weight.
Yeah.
Also, knowledge that you have of the person. If I knew they were a Navy SEAL, does that change the disparity? Sure. Weapons. Kim attacks me, but she's got a baseball bat. Does that change things? Oh, sure.
We just finished up the first about hour of instruction. It's basically been all of our instructors' backgrounds, why you need to carry, a lot of stories about why you need to carry, and to be honest, it's been very enlightening so far. I never actually thought about carrying at home, which is something that they talked about a lot. that you should always carry while you're at home. Talked about a lot of different circumstances in which you will need to have some way of protecting yourself and why it's important. So far it's been very enlightening, and I just want to learn more. I'm glad that they do a lot of introduction and a lot of familiarizing with guns, backgrounds, scenarios before we even get into the class, so that way you know more of what you're getting yourself into and why. Because I'm one of those people that needs to know, why am I doing this, why, and so this is very helpful for me.
There was a program in the 70s and 80s that went around teaching women self-defense, where they were telling women, don't make eye contact with these guys.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm walking down the street and Mel's my bad guy. I go, did I just admit? I didn't say a word, and she's already in control of my life. All right? You're going to make contact with this person. Make eye contact with them, but it's not going to be like this. Okay? Anybody getting a bad feeling from that? Am I challenging you? The contact is this. I know what you are and I see you. I know what you are and I see you. All right? He's going to get it. The jig is up. All right? There's no continuing this. You're on to him. That's all we got to do. Just give him that look. I know what you are and I see you. But understand, the fight already started. It started 30 seconds ago when he saw you walking down the street before you saw him. Right. Okay? The fight's already begun. Everything now is damage control. And so, when you're walking and doing this stuff, you have to walk with your shoulders back. You have to have your head up. You have to look him in the eye. I know what you are and I see you. And you better find somebody else, because this is going to be way more trouble than you need.
And they don't
That's the message we're trying to send. And it's all done unspoken. Hey, dude. I'm sorry, sir. I can't help you.
No, it's just $5.
I'm sorry. Get back! Get back! I want to find a way out of that and get out of there. On the other hand, if I do it wrong, it looks like this.
Hey, dude, you got $5 I could borrow?
Oh, yeah. I got real problems here. I can't be in this.
Tell us to get back.
He's produced a weapon, move and draw. Retractor support hand, move and draw. Challenge!
Please, don't move. Drop the weapon.